taking a look at getting into WeVideo. Especially if you're a Robinson ISD teacher or student, you're going to want to log in this particular way each time you get into WeVideo. So if you do a simple WeVideo search, it's going to take you to this screen. And you want to be sure you come up here to log in. So stay away from this box. Come right here to log in. And once you're here, you're going to log in with Google. You would choose your particular Google account. And then it will allow you in. Now, first thing you want to do when you come in is come way over here to the right. Click on your little person icon. Go to account settings. And you want to be sure that this says member of Robinson ISD. If it does not, you will need to contact Mr. Thomas or myself, and we will get connected with you about the link you need to join the Robinson ISD paid account for WeVideo. You may want to do this because your storage size, the amount of videos you can do, as well as all the stock images that you could use as a part of the plan that we pay for here at Robinson ISD. Okay, when you log into WeVideo and you first drop in, you're going to land in your dashboard. In your dashboard, you will see all the different options that you have available to you for creating. You can create, obviously, a video. You can do a recording directly from your laptop or a screencast recording. You can create a GIF. You can also record a podcast. Before we jump into recording, so I'm going to talk about getting our media into WeVideo. So what I'm going to do is come up here to where it says media, and if I come down here to this blue circle with a plus on it, I can click on that, and I'm actually going back up. I'm going to come over here. I'm going to go to new folder, and I'm going to create a new folder for what we're working on. So I'll title it RISD Summit. Click over here, and the first time I'm in, I'll have an option where it says add media, or I can come over to this blue plus and click on import. And once I am, I have an options for where I want to import the media from. I can import it from a drive, or if I want to go directly off my laptop, I can do that. So I'm going to come over here to my pictures, and I can select any pictures that I want. So if I'm just doing still images, I have these available. I can upload that one. While that's processing, come over here. I can add another one. So as they're processing, they'll come in here. Now if I want to come over here and I want to add video, so I will come over here, and it looks like I have some video right here. Now the video will take a little while, so I'll just put this in here and I'll let it process, but I'm going to move on while it's processing. Now a great thing, the tool for you is if you have a lot of media on your personal device, an iPhone or an Android phone, if you download the WeVideo app, you can upload all of the images or video files directly from your device into WeVideo, because one of the great things about it is this is all web-based. That's why it works on Chromebooks so well, is anything you upload will be in the cloud and you can work on it through the program, and everything that happens will happen in the web, so you don't have to work on one particular device. And uploading it from your phone is a great option. So what I like to do is, if I know I have a lot of media on my phone, I'll upload it, just let it go. And then once it's done uploading, when I am ready to work on it, it will be there ready for me. Okay, so here we are back in our dashboard. Now, when I'm ready to start creating video, what I like to do is I'll start it by coming over here to projects. If you're just wanting to get running and rolling, you can do by clicking on this, but over the long term, it will help you to start by clicking on projects and then coming down here to this blue dot. hover over it, and it's going to ask you to create a new folder. So if you're in a new series of things, you will likely want to create a new folder. So I'll do that, and I'm going to title it RISD Summit again. I'll double click in here. So once you're in, the first time it's going to give you an option to start creating here. If you've already created one project, you'll bounce off of this, and you'll only be able to use this blue dot with a white plus. I'll click on this, and there's 3 types of projects you can do. You can do a personal project where only you are working on it. You can do a collaborative project. So when collaborative, please don't think of this like a Google Docs. This is not a program that multiple people can be on at the same time. What will happen is one person can work on it, and when they're done, another person can log in and work on the same project once the first person is out of there. So think about it like a shared planner with Eduphoria. 3 different people can work on it with each of their own accounts, but they can only be on it by themselves, one at a time. So when one is on, the other can't be. So, but still, collaborative allows you to use your own accounts when I'm working on a video. Then you have shared accounts. So it says members can create their own videos but cannot view, edit other members' videos. Shared project media is available. So you as a teacher, if you have specific media you want the students to use, what you would do is you would create a shared project, you would put the media out there, then each student would create their own project, and you as the teacher can go and bounce in and check on them and see how they're doing. If you ever want some more details, clicking on this link right here will take you to WeVideo's help desk, and it will give you an intro into these projects and some further descriptions about each of them. So for now, I'm going to do personal. I'm going to title it, and then it's going to ask me to choose media. So this is the media that I had uploaded earlier. I can use all of this media. Now, I don't necessarily have to select any of this media at this point, but I can if I want. Okay, for now I'm going to leave it off, and I'm going to create my video. And it will ask me, do I want to use templates? I'm going to skip over those right now. I'm just going to go with a blank edit. So as you're entering your new project, this is what you'll be faced with. When you first hop in, you're going to be on the My Media tab. And this will be a list of all the media that you have uploaded into your file. So if for some reason you start a project and you just say, I need to add in some more video, you can come over here to where it says import, and you get the same window you had earlier when we were on our media tab from our dashboard. You can import from your drive, from your laptop, or any other connected apps that you have. So importing media can happen while you're in the video itself. Okay. Right now, some other options that you have. Stock media. WeVideo comes with a vast amount of media that you can choose from. So you have different options. You have video media, you have still images, and then you have audio. So I'm going to do search for celebration. Alright, I'm going to search. Now, it's searching for all. I want to just do video celebration. If I click on it one time, it will show me a preview of the video. So I have these different options available. I'm going to start with this one right here, and I'm going to drag it down to on my timeline or for my feed. So down here on my timeline, I've got some options. Right here where it says audio, this is only for sound files. Right here on this audio. Video, this is for video and audio files, okay? So if you have a clip that has video and audio together, this is where you'll put it. You have a second line for video, and my rule of thumb is always what's on bottom is on bottom, what's on top is on top. And as we get into adding images, and as we get into adding subtitles and stuff, you'll understand that better. But always remember, what's on bottom is on bottom, what's on top is on top. If you should need additional video lines, you will hit a plus, and you can choose audio if you want to add additional audio, which will go underneath audio 1, or you can add another video. Okay, you can also retitle it if you so choose. For now, I'm going to add track, and so what I have here is I have video 1, and so for this I'm going to rename it backgrounds. So every time I'm working with videos, I know if it's going to be background, it's going to be here. And for this, I'm going to just leave it as video. For this, I'm going to put subtitles. And so I know what things are going to go where. Okay. I can also change the size. Now, if I want to see everything over here on my timeline, if I come over to these 3 dots and click and drag, it's going to increase the size. Another thing I can do is, if I ever need to, if I click on this little drop down arrow, it allows me to shrink it or to enlarge it as I see fit. Okay, this enlargement will allow you to see the video feed as well as the audio feed underneath it. So it's a pretty helpful box in the long run. Okay, so I've added some video. Let's do some audio. So again, we can do so we have different options available to us. I'm going to go ahead and go with this first track, and you see kind of the length of the track. Give it a little time and you'll see the wave files as it's increasing sound and lowering sound right up here. But as we're waiting for that, one thing that you will notice is this blue line on top. Now if it's selected, it's going to have an orange box all the way around the file. This blue line though tells you the audio level. So this allows you to fade in and fade out the sound. So if I wanted to start very quiet and then get louder and louder and louder, I can do that. And then if I wanted to then get quiet and fade out, I can do that. So we have that option for raising it up and fading it out. So if I stretch it, you see where it's loud and where it's quiet. Okay, so it starts off really quiet, and then right here is where you will hit the first sound. Okay, now on some of these I can stretch and increase, but not all of my stock images am I able to do that. If it's a still image, you can click and drag and increase the time as you see fit. Now, one of the great things about WeVideo is inserting text or subtitles over the top. If I come over here to text, I have some options. Right here is motion. So if I click on this, you'll see I have text come in, and then now I'll text fade out. I have many different types of motion possible. I have some with graphics. If I want to use that, I have some right here like these that are very subtle, and I have some that are pretty bold, such as this. So it's a matter of choice and what you want. If I want a still image, if I come over here to static, I have this right here. where it's just solid. Credits, citations. So I have some different options on just having subtitles and words put in. Now, if you remember what I said earlier, what's on top is on top, what's on bottom is on bottom. So if I put this over the top, I have my background image here, I have my audio, then I have my words. We'll see what happens. See, the words come over the top of the image, and then they fade out. Now, if I have a lot up there, and I want them up there for a little while, I can do that. So, and they'll eventually fade out. Now, right now the words, my subtitles here are highlighted. If I double click this, and I can do some adjustments. I can change the font style to this. It's set to auto to adjust the font size. But if I go to manual, I can increase it to however I want. So if I want to go to 150, I can do that. I can also change the coloring if I want it to be a different color. So now I have a new style font. So that's entering subtitles in. Once I'm done with my subtitles, usually I try to end at the same place my background. And what's nice is it will snap. So it's easy to end it at the exact same time. What I'll do then is I will come back to my media and I will click and I will drag and I'll put my media in right where it is left off. So I talked to you a minute ago about the size of my timeline and individual files. If I increase that one here, I see where it's quiet and where there's action going. I don't want a lot of dead time. I don't want it real quiet. So I want to make sure that this box is highlighted orange. And I want to come over here and I am going to snip that. And when I snip it, what I do is I have two separate video files. When I click on it, highlight, and delete it. So now I've cut down this image. Okay, so I have a problem. I've got too much audio going on right now. I need my sound over here. I need it to die out a lot quicker because I want it quiet before Mr. Thomas comes. So now it dies out, he comes in, and we are good to go. Now, one thing you can do in video that with your sound is if you, again, double click it, and if you come over here to where you have the sound icon, it's set at 100%. If you need it louder, you can increase it. You can also bring it down. You can also mute this file if you need to. So when I'm coming in,
all right. So you know who's coming over there?
I have it now down a little bit more. Or if I have it clicked, I come over here. I can lower it
That's right.
even more. So I have my sound option. Again, my volume, I can fade in and out as I need or as I see fit. And I can then fade it once again. So I have my different sound options available to me. Say I want to just mute one part of this video. If I double click here, I hit mute, I'll hit save changes, and I'm going to just show you, even if I turn the volume up, it's completely muted. When it comes out, it'll go again. So if you have a certain section that you need muted, you can do that. Okay, now one more thing we want to talk about is transitioning. So we have Mr. Thomas here doing an introduction for our Masked Singer, and say that this individual is going to be coming out. This is the next video I'm going to be using, but I don't want it to be just real jerky where he leaves and I come right back in. I want it to be something smooth. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here to my transitions. If I click on this, I have different types of transitions that I can use. So I can zoom in and out, fade in and out. I can dip to black and then back in. So for this one, I'm going to get in. What I want to do is I'm going to drop it right in between there. Okay? And for now, I'm going to come over here and I'm going to mute down there so I can see exactly what I want. And sometimes you'll have this depending on how much video you have going on at a given time. So once we're done preparing our preview, it'll get going.
Alright, so judges, you have any questions?
Alright, so you'll see again, let's see if we can get it going.
Alright, so
And it just real quick fades to black and right back out. So there's our one of the transitions, and again, you have several different options that you can do, that whatever really floats your boat. A lot of these I haven't really jumped into yet. Okay, now one thing I did not do so far was to go through and put a title slide yet. And so if you should fall into a situation where you need to input something but you've already got a lot of your work done, you can do a couple things. If you hold down the control button, you can select multiple different feeds at once. Or if you hold down Control A, it selects everything and you're able to move everything at once. So if I come back over here to my text and I say that instead of a subtitle, I want to do just kind of a standard message. I want to go here, I want to cover it, and I'm going to put my message here. Alright, so now I have my title slide. I have my stock media going on in the background, and I have my just simple title going on over the top. And then once that's done, it will jump in. I have my audio, which is muted right now, going on in the background. So I have music, I have video, I have all these different things going on. The great thing about WeVideo is it can handle it. It can handle all these different video and audio files. So you can add 7 or 8. I've had up to 10 video files going at a given time in the past while editing. Once you get done with everything, we'll then move into the finishing section. Okay, once you've done all of your video, you put in all of your information, everything you need to do, if you'll come over here to your finish button, we're going to click finish, and then you will title it. So we'll stick with our RISD Summit name. I'm going to hit set, and it's going to give you a few different thumbnails. Now these are generally pretty random, and depending on what you put it on, you'll be able to change those, but for right now I'm going to just leave it right there with a check. I'm going to make sure that I have my titles correct the way I want it, and now I have some choices. I can export as a video, audio only, which would be just a podcast, or a GIF. Now, GIF will only be max of 45 seconds, but you have that option. So, my resolution, if I want standard def or high def, I can do that. Then I'll choose the destinations. It's going to go automatically my WeVideo downloads my exports. So I'll always be able to find it right here. I'll put it in my Google Drive, and what will happen is in your drive, your personal drive, if your personal RISD drive, it will create a folder titled WeVideo, and it will drop this video in there once it's done rendering and processing. You can also select YouTube. If your YouTube channel is set up and it's linked to WeVideo, you will be able to upload it directly into YouTube so that it will be there in YouTube as well. So you have those choices. When you are done, you will hit export, and it's going to start uploading. Again, everything that WeVideo does is in the cloud, so you don't have to stay online. Once you hit upload, just let it go. It gives you an estimated time, usually about how long it'll take. It really goes pretty quickly, but just once you're done, you can leave it and go work on something else. You don't have to stay in WeVideo. You don't even have to stay on that page. So once it's done, you'll be able to find it either in your drive or in your exports. It tells you be ready in this amount of time. So just quick get start on WeVideo. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to us. Otherwise, have a great day.